Likewise, the supply of medicines has already been purchased, and this month and next, all types of medicines will be distributed so that all health centers and hospitals have 100% of the medicines. Well, this is the information on welfare. Go ahead.
Hello, Madam President, good afternoon. Gaspar Vila from Buco-Vilio. First, I would like to ask you about the position of the Mexican government, as Ovidio Guzman Lopez made today with the government of the United States.
Well, first, it is about to be issued, especially given the statements made by the lawyer. First of all, I would like to say that they are completely disrespectful of the presidential institution. The prosecutor's office is about to issue a statement. Prosecutor Gismanero informed me about this a few moments ago, because ultimately it is a judicial matter, and it must also be said that it is essential that we do not establish relations of collusion or complicity with anyone. The people of Mexico know that, and everyone knows it. Second, we are in Sinaloa to address health issues. Today, we spoke in the morning's Security Cabinet about Sinaloa. We agreed on a series of additional supports that it is important for the people of Sinaloa to know. The three main secretaries of the Security Cabinet, Secretary Harfug, Secretary of Defense Ricardo Trevilla Trejo, and Secretary of the Navy Raimundo Morales, will be here at least once every 15 days, developing the Security Cabinet for support. I mean, at least if more is needed, it will be more. All the support from all the security institutions is here. We work every day to build peace and security in Sinaloa and the entire country. We will never leave the people of Sinaloa alone, never. Your president is here, your government is here to support you in matters of security, health, infrastructure, producers, everything that is required for the people of Sinaloa.
Let me ask you, what would your government demand from the United States in this regard? It's
a matter for the prosecutor's office. It's not a government matter, it's a direct relationship between the Department of Justice and the Attorney General's office. This person has an arrest warrant in Mexico. He was extradited from Mexico to the United States. So, the one who does all this is the Attorney General's office. It's not the government, it's not the government's responsibility, but rather the prosecutor's office.
Yes. Who else? Let's see, Carlos here. Good morning, everyone. Carlos Navarro from the Grando Media Group. Ovidio Guzman's lawyer describes it as absurd that the Mexican government has been included in a coordination agreement in this situation. What can I answer, Madam President? And this, don't you think, is absurd after the United States has declared the Sinaloa cartel a terrorist organization and now they're including it in these types of situations? There are
extradition treaties. This is legal, they're all laws, it's not a subjective matter of goodwill. Only the extradition agreement between the United States and Mexico has a series of rules, a series of agreements. So, within that framework, the Attorney General's office works with the Department of Justice, but the Attorney General's office itself has to give this explanation. Mr. President, don't you think the atmosphere here in Sinaloa is tense after Ovidio pleads guilty to at least 4 crimes? Well, the government of Mexico, the state government, we are working every day and we will continue working. The people of Sinaloa are not alone, the government of Mexico is supporting them, taking care of them, and we are going to do everything in our power to continue doing so. Today we have a national intelligence and investigation system that was just approved in Congress. That will strengthen everything that is required for the people of Sinaloa.
arms here. Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. President, I would like to ask you on social media, since the statement that the judge from Oviedo shared and also your visit here to the state of Sinaloa have already been circulating, is there anything to this coincidence?
Question mark. Of course not.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yes. Let's see. It is important because there are those who say that the president of Sinaloa should not go. and here there are hardworking people of honest people. Why wouldn't the president of Sinaloa come if the people of Sinaloa, like the people of Sonora, like the people of Veracruz, like the people of Mexico City, all the people of Mexico require the support of the federal government, and that's what we're here for. So, it has absolutely nothing to do with it, and we are in Sinaloa to support the people of Sinaloa. We are on an important tour, so that everyone knows. I am on my third tour of the country. This third tour has to do with the Bienestar. There are 23 states in the Republic, 23 entities that have signed the Bienestar agreement. That means that the health system that used to belong to the state is now part of the Bienestar. That has been happening since 2024, since it was part of 2023, 2024 and now 2025. And we are strengthening the Bienestar, consolidating it as a health system worthy of the people of Mexico, with its brothers, the IMSS and the este. So, I have already visited practically the entire Republic on this second tour, particularly these 23 states and the state of Yucatan, which is joining the Bienestar. Today I am here in Culiacan, precisely inaugurating this part of the hospital, analyzing the Bienestar. This tour was planned from the beginning when we planned the third tour, our tour throughout the country. In a little while I'm going to Sonora. Tomorrow I'll be in Baja Sur and then in Baja, in Ensenada, East, so I can return. Next weekend we're going to the remaining states in the southeast and then we'll go to Zacatecas, which would be the last state we're missing from hell. So, a tour is already planned. I'll be out of town at least Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There are colleagues from the national media who know about it and we had to come to Sinaloa today as planned. On this same topic, Madam President, does the Mexican government feel uncomfortable with Ovidio being a protected witness and knowing how valid the statements of someone who is designated as a terrorist by the U.S. government may be? Those are judicial matters. They are judicial matters and the prosecution has to look into the extradition treaty that exists, which are international treaties signed in this case between the U.S. government and the Mexican government. And it is the prosecutor's office itself that complies with an extradition order and sends this person to the United States, and the extradition treaty must be complied with. That's all. So, who has to deal with, let's say, this whole issue is the Attorney General's Office of the Republic.
Mexico is requesting the extradition of the video. It
is the prosecutor's office. Who has to answer? It is the prosecutor.
Good afternoon, President Samelis. Well, without a doubt, people are taking into consideration that the fundamental issues of life, health, and security are important. It is one of the health issues that has been addressed. But to ask about the issue of security, people are eager to hear it, but a word of encouragement on security issues, considering that we have lived through 10 months of a
very complex situation, right? I would like to
ask you what words you would like to have.
All our support, our solidarity, and whatever is needed from the government of Mexico. There are a number of forces here from the armed forces of the National Guard. The Secretary of Security is here periodically and we are going to reinforce everything necessary to protect the people of Sinaloa.
The government is committed to never abandoning the government.
Never abandoning the state of Sinaloa or the population in general. We have all our support, our solidarity, and in Sinaloa, the hardworking men and women have suffered difficulties due to security, drought, and various difficulties. The state of Sinaloa has suffered, and we are here to support them. Today, in particular, we are dealing with the issue of health. So, let the people of Sinaloa know that this year we are going to invest heavily so that all the operating rooms are in good condition, with everything they need, and we are going to replace the Huamuchil Hospital, which is very important. This is where the general hospital is, right? It was inaugurated here in Culiacan. We made the decision today that the IMSS, the regular IMSS, will take over the old general hospital and get it up and running.
Finally, there is also some research on the invited forces regarding when we could leave the security cabinet. They will be coming permanently and talking to you, but we are already working on everything that is required.
In terms of health, and we are closing now to go to the event. Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam President, with Jose Quiñones from T. Azteca. To ask about security issues, he mentioned that Secretary Margarjol will be making periodic visits. Well,
the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of the Navy will be coming permanently to develop the cabinet. Various capacities will be expanded, but I would like them to be the ones to comment on this the next time they are here, so that they can answer precisely that for the media and the people of Sinaloa.
When could we have a meeting? With this security cabinet that was notified by the state government and on the subject of prisons, although there have been seizures, I
would like the security department to answer them. I am going to suggest that they come next week so that they can be here and assist them with all these issues.
Right? So that the executives are not only facing each other on the street, but also in state prisons.
So that Sinaloa can provide all the support that it needs and the state's forces are there to serve the people of Sinaloa. The Ministry of Defense, the Navy, and the Ministry of Security are here in coordination with the state forces, and we are going to move forward because they cannot defeat us. They will not defeat us. We are going to move forward.
So, confirming their position, the Federal Security Group will come and will have contact with the media.
Yes, they can hold a press conference to talk through you and directly to the people of Sinaloa about everything that is being done here.
Thank you all. With this already
at risk, the relationship with them.
With this, we're closing and the cabinet will come next week. We already talked about it on Monday, Tuesday. We have a morning conference. You go to the morning conference every day. Thank you, everyone. Yes, we'll see that again. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Construction begins next year. This year, the executive project is being done. We're working on that here with the state government. Thank you. Well, there they are.